Are you ready? Are you ready? Today we are going over the four questions everybody should be asking themselves at this point in time, with where wages are, with where the national debt is, where taxes currently are, and the way that tax laws are written. My name is Aaron Godwin. I am the engineer of wealth. I come from an engineering background. From that engineering background, I began a financial planning and life insurance business. This is the complete blueprint to financial freedom that I am building to add additional streams of income to my primary business. So these are going to be ways and steps for people to take in order to build their own complete blueprint to financial freedom. So with that being said, let's get back to the blueprint, right? So the blueprint is where we have everything put together to achieve financial freedom. Today we are going to be focusing on number one. Number one is getting started. Getting started. In order to answer that question of getting started, we need to answer a few questions. And this directly relates to how I felt whenever I first left my engineering job to get into financial planning. I had been working very hard. I have a bachelor's and a master's degree in engineering, and I was working, for this engineering company for over 7 years. And every year, I would get more and more tasks, and I would get more and more, pats on the back and accomplishments, and thank you for everything that you're doing. But due to the nature of business right now, I was still only getting, a 2.5% raise each year, barely to keep up with the cost of, or the rising of inflation, right? So the cost of inflation. And I started to ask myself, how can I get to that next level? How can I get to that next step? And at first, I talked to my bosses to see what it would take, and many of them mentioned having a master's degree. So I busted my tail working full time and going to school, back to school to get my master's. At the same time, married with two young children at home. So I put off time away from my children, put off time away from my wife in order to pursue this master's degree. Whenever I got this master's degree, I got a congratulations, well done. And there was no pay raise, there was nothing. Even though that's what they said I needed to do to get to the next step, there was nothing associated with it. Fast forward, over a period of time, I expected, from annual raises or anything to go up with that, and there was no change. So the frustration began building in me. I started to look for other ways. I started to look for other jobs out there. And from those other jobs, I couldn't find anything else. Like, they all had the same structure. You would go there and you would work and you would get 2 to 3% raises. So I started talking to the most wealthy people I knew. The most wealthy people I knew were all business owners. Every single one of them was a business owner, because they understood that you put your money in places that you can control. So from that, I started learning about money from them. I started teaching the things I was learning about money from them to other people. And that's how I left engineering to get into the financial services business. Now I am expanding what I'm doing. I'm adding additional streams of income to my business. One of those is going to be adding affiliate marketing, right? Affiliate marketing is there's nothing special about it. It's just marketing, right? So marketing, and you're going and you're providing things of value to people, whether that's shopping or whether that's a service, whether that's a software, so that they can do the things that they want to accomplish. So with that being said, let's jump to the computer. All right. So we started off today and we were talking about why you should. So why you should? Because you have no control over how much your raise is year after year. You could bust your tail every single day and you would still have no control over that raise. Now, adding additional streams of income is where that next step, right? Whether it's a side hustle, whether that it is, just something you do on the side, like part-time, whether it's even going and getting a part-time job, right? These are all things to add to your income. Now, the biggest question that most people need to ask is who, right? Who? Who do I want to serve? Right? Who to serve? Because the number one way for you to start getting what you want is helping other people get what they want, right? And whether that is, entertainment, whether that is information, whether that's education, whether that's a service, right? We need to find out who to serve. Now, this is a big step, but this is not something that we have to get completely, focused in on, because as we grow, our audience is going to grow, our niches are going to grow. So just find a place to start, figure out who you want to serve. A lot of times, for me, my number one client that I serve is engineers, right? Engineers, because of my background, I love working with engineers. I love talking numbers. I love showing engineers different ways to think about money. So that is who I have the greatest desire to serve. But as I focused on engineers and as I started, talking to these business owners around me, I found that I liked working with entrepreneurs even more. Because entrepreneurs are dreamers. Entrepreneurs are people that think big, right? They have these gigantic goals to go out and get, right? They have this desire in them. And so working with entrepreneurs has been one of my greatest blessings, and I personally love it. Now that we know why we should start a side business, and we know who we are going to serve with a side business, the question is how. How are we going to serve them? How are we going to serve them? If I want to teach people about finances, then teach people about finances. But if I want to help them get to the next level, I have to have a product or a service to help them get to the next level. So partnering with, insurance and financial institutions was how I serve those people the best, right? Because I can educate all day long, but that's not going to it's not going to change their life, right? Unless they take that education and put it into action. And so that's why I got into financial services. Now I'm adding additional streams of income into my business. And one of the easiest ways is through affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing is just marketing, right? You're out there and you're entertaining, you're educating, you're providing a service for people so that they can get to the things that they want. With marketing, you're, just like you go to the store, right? You go to the store. Is everything made inside that store? No. It's shipped from somewhere. And, it's probably grown somewhere, processed, put together into some factory, packaged, shipped to a store, and then to consumers. That store acts as kind of a holding spot for those materials. Marketing is stepping in, especially in the digital marketing space. You're just holding space, right? You're holding space and you're providing a way for the consumer to get to the products or the services that they need, right? So that is how. Other house, right? If you are service-based, right? Just like me, like financial services, partnering with a company. If you are, entertainment-based, finding a ways for your entertainment to, show other people how to be entertainers, or show, people how to, provide more, value, more joy in their lives. These types of things for the entertainers. Affiliate marketing works great for that. If you're service-based, if you just love serving people and you love helping people whether that's hands-on, whether that's writing emails for them, whether that's writing ads or writing marketing. There's a lot of different things that you can do. A couple of the easiest places to do those are Fiverr. Fiverr is not just for $5 jobs from overseas. Fiverr can be used for legitimate businesses. There's CPAs, there's engineers, there's architects on Fiverr that are charging hundreds of dollars for one gig on there, right? So one gig is one job bid or one job, right? So you can get on there and you can start building clients and customers that way so they can go find you. The second is on the opposite side of that. It's called Upwork. So where Fiverr, you kind of let people know that, hey, this is what I can do, and then they find you. Upwork is the opposite. People are putting out the things that they need, right? I need help with email. I need help with marketing. I need help with training. I need help with education. And they're putting out these things that they need, and then you can contract with them and do that work for them, right? So you can reach out to them, figure out, if you guys are the right fit, and then you can contract with them, right? So those are, a couple of the hows to get started. Now, let's kind of just recap what we went over today, right? We are on day 2 of the Engineered Wealth Complete Blueprint to Financial Freedom. That complete blueprint includes adding additional streams of income. Number 1 is just getting started, figuring out why you should get started, which I think we established that, and who you want to serve, right? Who you want to serve. And the 3 is the how, right? How can we serve them? How can we get in front of these people? How can we help other people? So those are the 3 major questions that we needed to answer today. If you like this comment, if you want to follow me along this 90-day journey, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like this video, leave me a comment down there. I'm just getting started on this, but I'd love to have you along for this entire adventure. My name is Aaron Godwin. I am the Engineer of Wealth, and I encourage you to engineer your future.